Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are going to become architects, but we're not building with bricks and mortar. We're building entire worlds with just words. We're going to dive into the art of turning a simple block of text into a living, breathing, cinematic scene. Okay, so to get started, I want you to just picture this scene in your head. A focused content creator is at her modern desk. It's golden hour. That beautiful, soft sunlight is just streaming in through a big window behind her. She looks at her screen with this real sense of determination, and then she slowly closes the laptop with a confident smile. You see it? Can you feel that moment? Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, I can see that. It sounds like a shot from a really slick indie film, right? Or maybe a high-end commercial. The kind of thing that needs a whole crew, expensive cameras, the perfect location, the whole shebang. Well, what if I told you that entire scene, all of that light, that mood, that emotion, it didn't come from a camera at all. It was generated by an AI. It was born entirely from that detailed description we just went through. Pretty wild, right? So let's break down exactly how you can become the architect of scenes just like that one. We're going to cover the journey from words to worlds, then we'll get into the narrative blueprint, design the atmosphere, direct the virtual camera, and finally, we'll talk about mastering the all-important 8-second canvas. All right, first up, from words to worlds. This is all about getting one thing straight from the get-go. The foundation for any amazing AI-generated video isn't some kind of magic. It's a really well-thought-out, detailed prompt. And you can see the difference right here. Look at this. On the left, you've got a vague prompt, woman at desk. Sure, the AI will give you something, but it's probably going to be pretty generic, pretty boring. But on the right, that's our architectural prompt. See, this isn't just telling the AI what to make, it's telling it how it should feel, what the light should look like, and what story is actually happening in the frame. So how do we actually build one of those powerful prompts? Well, it all starts with the heart of your scene, the story. Every single great shot tells a story, even if it's only a few seconds long. And this is what we're calling the narrative blueprint. So your prompt needs to have a clear narrative structure. It's really just 3 simple things. You need to describe the subject. Who are we looking at? You need to establish the context. Where are they? What's going on around them? And you need to define the core action. What are they actually doing? That right there, that's your story's foundation. And here's the sweet spot you should be aiming for. For the narrative part, you're looking at about 3 to 6 sentences, somewhere in the ballpark of 100 to 150 words total. That's plenty of room to describe our subject, the focused content creator, establish the context, her desk at golden hour, and define that core action, confidently closing her laptop. Okay, so you've got your story locked in. Now for the really fun part, building the world around that story. This is where you get to be a production designer and a sound mixer, all by just typing. It's time to design the atmosphere. Just think of this like you're dressing a set and mixing the audio for your own mini movie. And it's all built on 2 main pillars that you get to control directly. The visual style, which is, how it looks, and the audio design, which is how it sounds. For the visual style, you can call the shots just like a real cinematographer. In that example prompt we keep talking about, specific cues like golden hour for lighting, warm cinematic color grading for that moody color palette, and even a subtle 35mm film grain. Those are the details that take a scene from just okay to something truly cinematic. And oh man, you cannot forget about sound. Our prompt certainly didn't. It specified everything: the ambient noise of distant city traffic, specific sound effects like soft keyboard typing sounds, a background track of gentle inspirational music, and even a little whispered line of dialogue. This is just the beginning. You are the sound director here. So the scene is built, the lighting is perfect, the sound is mixed. What's next? You gotta film it. It's time to step into the director's chair and tell the AI exactly how you want that virtual camera to move. And you have a ton of control. You can ask for a simple steady shot. You could ask for something more raw, like a handheld documentary style. Our example prompt specified a slow push-in toward her face. That one little command, slow push-in, creates this feeling of intimacy and really focuses our attention. It turns a simple action into a powerful, character-driven moment. All right, and finally, we have to talk about probably the most important rule of the game. It's the one constraint that really shapes every single decision you're going to make: the time limit. 8. That's the number. The golden rule is that every single clip you generate is a maximum of 8 seconds long. Now, this isn't a bug or a problem to solve. It's the canvas. And learning how to paint on that canvas is the absolute key to success. So what do? You have to embrace this limit. Seriously, think of it like writing a haiku. The strict form forces you to be incredibly concise and impactful. So focus on one single key moment, like that laptop closing. Don't try to cram in a bunch of different actions. And remember to be patient. Each of these generations takes a couple of minutes. This constraint is what's going to make you more creative. So there you have it. That's your architectural checklist. You start with a narrative blueprint. That's your story. Then you layer on the atmospheric design, both visual and audio. You bring it to life with your camera direction, and you wrap it all up inside that creative little box of the 8-second canvas. We've just walked through the entire blueprint, from a single word to a full, rich, cinematic moment. The tools are here, the principles are clear. So, the only question left is the one that really matters. Now that you're the architect, what are you going to build?